Hello, now this isn't going to be a full live stream, it's just a test one because I've got the new webcam, so that should hopefully look a lot better. It's a bigger frame size, which is very good. It actually gets a lot more in frame. So what I'm just going to do is play about with the settings a bit, and you can tell me on the stream, and I can look through the stream as well and see if it looks better or worse. I'll just let weapon collector know I've started because I was telling him I was having a bit of trouble with it. Ah, good. Right, glad you're on mic, I'm gonna play about a bit with some of the settings, because what happened is I had to install a load of their third-party software with it, and then it would suddenly work. So, I don't know why that happened, but whatever. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now is have a little play about with it, and see what I can do. Now, is that still looking right, or has it gone funny? Oh, looks like that's glitched out. Right, let me close this and see if it corrects itself. Yep, that's definitely not working anymore. I assume you can still hear me. Right, let me unplug it and plug. Right, okay, you should hopefully be able to hear me now. I've changed some of the settings in OBS. Right, okay, good. Now, what I'll see if I can do is what I was trying to do before it all crashed then, was I was trying to play about with some of the camera settings to see if I could get those to look a bit better. I don't know if they would or not, but I think I have to do that in OBS, won't I, actually? Because OBS now controls the webcam. Right, give me a second. As in, the whole point in this stream is mostly just a test one. I'll call it test stream once it's done. But yeah, it definitely looks better than the last webcam. I can see that from the thing, but I do want to alter it slightly. The lighting's definitely better as well. Right, okay, so I want to configure video, if it will let me do that during a stream. Will it let me do that during a stream? I don't want to stop the stream to do that. No, I don't think it's going to let me do it there. I'll have a play about in the other settings just to see if I can do anything with it. Advanced options, what's in this? Nothing to do with brightness. Exposure, that might be it. Let's have a play about with this. Okay. Auto white balance is on. Let's turn that off. Okay, so now the lighting should look a lot more yellow to you if that's done it. Yep. Okay, so that looks more like natural lighting. Now let's see if I can mess about with some of the things. So if I go this way, does it go more yellow? Yeah, okay, so that's very yellow, isn't it? And then I bet if I go this way, it'll either be very blue or very white. Yeah, there we go. So if I put it to there, that looks like quite natural now. So I'll keep that on manual because obviously I can adjust that. What I'm doing is I'm looking at some of the colours in the background to see if they actually look like, you know, the colours they would to my eye rather than the screen. Right, that looks better. That's more natural. I need to put the YouTube disclaimer back up because that's put it behind the thing. That's alright. Okay, so that's that there. And I take it you can still hear me? Or is the sound gone? Because what I'm going to have to do is, once I've figured it out for this test stream, I'm going to have to go in OBS and cut out any of the things I don't need anymore, because I think what's making it confusing is there's loads of sliders left from the last webcam. Right, okay. Tell you what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my microphone off, and I'm going to turn the webcam's microphone on, just so you can give me an impression of how the sound quality sounds. I know it's not going to sound as good, I just want to hear if it's passable or not, if I ever have to use it without its microphone. So I think I need to turn on video capture device. Bear with me a minute, the sound will go off because I just want to try something. Right, can you hear me now? Because I'm not sure if that's using the webcam speaker now, microphone, or yeah, annoyingly, because this is so confusing that it's going through two interfaces, I'm actually not sure which one it's using, because I don't like the fact that OBS can't use this unless I'm running background software, which is really annoying, kind of, to be honest, that this is a £60 webcam and it lets me do less than my cheap one. But yeah, because that's the only one that's showing up as actually outputting audio at the moment. Tell you what, I could try something. Let me just try something else. Okay, I think this will do it. Right, there should be two audio things now, so let me cut one of them off. Right, now it should only be the webcam's microphone you can hear, so let me know that sound. It's going red, so let me turn that down slightly. Right, that's the webcam's audio now, so how does that sound? I know it's not going to be as good as the other microphone, but I just want an idea of how it sounds, just in case I ever have to use that on its own for whatever reason. Sounds like crickets. Okay, so I guess it's not very good audio quality, is it? Ah, that's good enough. Okay, I'm going to go back to my proper one now. I just wanted to, thanks for that, I just wanted to hear what it would actually be like. Right, okay, you should be hearing it through my proper microphone now. So what I'm going to do now is work out, take that one off, yes. Okay, so now it should be the proper thing, and it's coming through the webcam software, which is what I want. Right, I'm going to have a play about with some more of the options while I'm doing this and just see what it can do. Right, what I want to try is the autofocus. So where I tried to show that watch the other day, the Commandersky, what I want to do is see if it will actually focus on this now, because the other webcam couldn't. So if I put that up to the camera, ah yeah, it can actually focus, good. And if I show you the back, I can actually show you that design on it. Actually, the lighting might not be quite good enough to show that. Get it a bit closer. Probably won't focus that close. But... ah, there we go, it's showing it now. Ah, good, so yeah. Right, that's good to know. Right, what I want to do now is just get out my chair and see if it where it will focus if I stand around in different places. I just want to, do a bit of a test of having the autofocus. Because if I want to, I can set this to do a manual focus. So what I want to do now is just get an idea of how the focus looks. Sorry mate, I'm not going to be although it might say Q&A in the thing, I'm not going to be answering questions on this one because I'm testing the webcam out. When the stream ends, I'm just going to rename it to test stream, but I don't want to do that now because every future stream I do, it will rename to test stream. Okay, so obviously I'm in focus here. What I want to see if I can work out how easily I can actually readjust this webcam as well, because the mount is way better on this one. Right, there we go, okay. Am I in frame properly now? Yeah, it looks like I'm in frame properly. What's quite good is the guns in the background don't look too out of focus either, but I can set manual focus if I want to. You can tell this is a better webcam because you can tell I actually need to have a shave, which you couldn't tell on the old webcam. I'll do that once I finish doing the stream. Right, cool. So yeah, sorry I can't see the chat properly without glasses on. Let's see how light reflection looks on it. I know that's like more the glasses that reflect light than the other thing, but I just want to see if I put my glasses on, do they reflect too much light back? Oh, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's using OBS at the moment, but annoyingly you can't put this webcam, it seems, directly through OBS. I have to have Logitech software on to then, like, set the settings up in the Logitech software to then tell OBS to use the Logitech thing, so I need like 2 programs running at once. Which is fine when I work out how it works, Anyway, if you're interested in this Orient watch that I got, just so I can show that and you can actually see it focus on it properly. Just get that one out. If I can get my hand through it properly. Then get the focus still so it'll focus. Hopefully. Maybe. Is that going to focus or is it trying to find my head in the background? Come on. Do I have to wiggle it about a bit maybe? Let me put it a bit closer. Right, let me know if this makes it focus. Looks like it's focusing, although my face is obviously partially covered. Let's hold it back and see if it focuses on the watch face at a distance. That'd make a good thumbnail, wouldn't it? So yeah, okay, so I'll go on the stream for a little bit longer, but as I said, I'm not really answering questions on this, so I just want to play about a bit with the webcam and see if I can do it right. Let me turn the autofocus off and just have a play about the manual focus and see what happens. So can I do this through this program? Alright, it says I can do filters as well, so let's have a look at that. Right, what does pan tilt do? Or does it not let me do that? Right, autofocus, that's how I turn that off. Okay, so now autofocus is turned off. What I want to see now is how does it focus? Is it, so It looks like it's sort of focused on my hand. Yeah, I guess it won't focus now on anything. I guess it has got a set distance focus now. I might as well put autofocus back on, because I think that's just how my old webcam works, is the focus was set to a certain distance and you couldn't change it. So I might as well have autofocus on for the most part. That will at least mean I'm the one in focus. Right, let's play about with some of the other settings so we know what it does. Okay, I can go to 60 Hz anti-flicker. Let me know if this looks better or worse when I change this mode. Let me know if you see a difference in the video at all. If not, I'll probably keep it on 60 Hz. Does that look any different? Alright, cool. I'll keep it on that as long as people don't complain. It's just a frame rate thing, so it might be YouTube streams always output to a certain frame rate anyway. If that's the case, you won't notice a difference. Yeah, I'm only wearing glasses really because I'm standing away from the screen to look at it and I wanted to see the reflection in it. But, I mean, that's not the reason I wear glasses, full stop. But right, let's have a play about with some of the other things. Right, there's a Chroma keyer function. So how does that work? I know Chroma keyer is obviously like a blue screen, green screen thing. Okay, so it's set to green at the moment, and I don't think there's anything green in the room. So let's set it to blue, because I've got a bit of blue on my shirt. Okay, so now I've got a shirt that's got a negative on it. So is there a way I can then get my shirt to show something? This is quite interesting, isn't it? This is weird. Looks like I'm possessed or something like that. I'll take the glasses off, see if it does it even more. Or will it do it less because it won't see the reflection of the screen in my eyes? Right, okay, let's see if I can work out how to get a Chroma image to turn up on that then. Because this will be quite fun to play about with. It doesn't say... Maybe it's image 2. And it's only a camera source you can have on there. Okay. Just having a look on the settings and see if there's anything that looks like it would affect that. Yeah, the shms has possessed me. Yeah, what I'm trying to see is if I can just find a way that I can actually make the Chroma keyer do something. Because obviously it exists as a function, but I'm kind of wondering what for. If I put the disclaimer down a layer, does the disclaimer show on my shirt if I move my shirt to the side? No, so that's not how it works. I thought I might have been onto something then, but apparently not. Right, what I'll do now is I'll just turn that Chroma keyer off until I work out how to actually use it properly. Not that I'd really have much use for it on the stream, it's just I want to try out the functions and let people see what they do. Right, so let's turn that off. There we go, back to normal. Mirror source, does that turn everything? Oh look, my room's flipped around. That's weird, looking at the webcam with that on now. It's almost giving me a headache. Although, saying that, the thing I do like about that is, like, the side the curtain's on is the same side as, like, I see things. So that is over that side and that's on that side, so that wouldn't make sense, will it, with me pointing, but what I'm saying is it looks kind of like you've got an actual mirror now, rather than it being, you know. Yeah, right. Let's turn that off, because as much as that's convenient for if I want to point, it's in the direction I'm so used to pointing in the direction the webcam would do now anyway. Right, let's see what other features there are on here. Okay, let's go up. Right, filters. Let's see if I can put some stupid filters on the image. Okay, so that's like everything's overexposed and glowing. That's obviously either negative or black and white. I guess that's just, yeah, black and white. That's old-time film-looking stuff. Okay, this is sort of weird, isn't it? Okay. How? What's it? Yeah, I'm wondering if I can combine Chroma image with some of these. Because let's put Chroma back on and see if it does anything. Chroma keyer. Right, set that to blue. Okay, so now does that actually do anything? Probably not, but... I mean, it obviously looks a bit different, but... I'll get a mask for you quickly now, just to see what it looks like. We have to bear with me, because I have to climb over a load of stuff. Do this mask, because it sort of looks creepy. Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens. Right, so, yeah, that's obviously that. Right, let's try some of the other filters. Right, so that's negative, that's fairly straightforward. It still looks quite cool though, on the gas mask at least. Because, the mask's obviously, it's interesting how the mask obviously looks like a totally different colour than everything else except my shirt. It seems to stand out quite a bit, doesn't it? So that's that one. Well, okay, so that's now, what's that like, it makes the middle of the image bigger? Is that it? Right. Okay, so I'm guessing it, like, spherical makes the image like a sphere. So, yeah. What it's doing is the middle of the image becomes a sphere. And then everything in the corners, I guess, becomes smaller. Or, you know. Yeah. Right, let's look at the other options. Okay, so is this just a, guess this is just like a sepia kind of coloured one, is it? And this one's just blue. Alright, let's go back to this one because it's weird. Actually, let's put the blue one on a second and then see if, well, I found the main controls, hang on, so that's brightness, this is contrast, is this one gamma, or is that film grain or something? What's this one do? Right, let me go back to normal filters, turn the filters off. Now I've got these settings on, then we can go through all of them and see what they do. So let's put all these to sort of defaults. Alright, okay, so this one is obviously brightness. That's pretty straightforward. Right, let's leave that like that. I guess this one's contrast, is it? Oh no, this is sharpness, isn't it? So if I have it like that, it looks kind of grainy, but it's a sharper image. Let me take the mask off for a minute. Okay, so that's sharpness. So if I do it like that, it'll be really grainy, but it'll be a very sharp image. If I do it to the opposite, it'll be really blurry. I guess like there's Vaseline on the lens kind of look. Okay, so I'll probably keep that about here, because that's a bit sharper than normal, but not to the point it should look all that grainy. Okay, so this one's going to be contrast. So obviously when contrast is really high, it looks like that. When contrast is really low, it looks like that. Okay, so what's the middle value? I'm trying to just see what would look more naturalistic. That's definitely still not high enough contrast. I guess 150 something's actually... yeah, that's definitely too high. That's too low. Okay, I'm going to just set contrast to about 150. I don't know if that's meant to be the medium point, but that looks sort of closer to normal. Okay, and now let's see what this last one does. Let's set it to 0. Okay, so this is colour, I guess. I guess this is saturation. Yeah, this one's saturation. Okay, I know what they all do now. So you can see where I've got like a bit of eczema on my nose. My nose actually seems to glow completely red. So if you put contrast up with saturation, it would look like that. Right, okay, let's put that one back to 150. Let's put colour down to... It's too high. What I'm trying to do is just look at some of the colours in the background compared to the screen, just to see if I can work out when it looks like real colours. That's not too bad, but I could probably improve it a bit more. If I just turn it off, that looks a bit flat, doesn't it now? Oh, it's... I don't want auto white balance on. Autofocus I do want on. Image adjustments, that's one. Okay, it's remembered my settings, so... Is that a bit too colourful, or does it look alright? I think, yeah, my lips look too red, don't they, with it like that. That's going to be a bit too desaturated. Oh, I reckon about 130 on this. Yeah, that looks like a good number. Some bits might be a bit over-coloured, but otherwise it looks alright. Yeah, I mean, I've not got time tonight, I'm afraid, to do all the things with different colours. I'm just messing about to see, yeah, I'm just having a go at the moment just to see if I can get this working right. Okay, so I've got image adjust how I want it. Let's see now if I need to adjust the white balance more. I've messed about with the colours. Because it might be, now I've done that, that if I put that down a bit to a bit more blue, that looks a bit more naturalistic to me now. Yeah, I think looking at that, that looks a lot more natural colour-wise. I think now I've got the like contrast and brightness set to custom amounts, I need to set the white balance to a different amount. Let's just see what it auto does if I put it to auto. Yeah, that's even more blue, isn't it? So yeah, I'll keep it on my custom setting for that. Okay, if I turn autofocus off, can I manually control the focus? Okay, I can. There we go. This is how you manually control the focus. So that's obviously completely out of focus. Okay, so I guess this is how close it focuses to the screen. So if I put my hand up on like that, I guess when autofocus is set to 0, well, when autofocus is off and you set the focus to like a really low number, I guess that focus is close to the screen. And I guess as you move this focus bar, yeah, hang on, it doesn't go up as a slider, you have to click it, okay. So I guess what will happen is as I click this up, it will focus away from me and onto things in the background maybe? Or is that just going to keep defocusing? Because that's obviously focused on me because my hair looks sort of fuzzy. Now where's the focus for this now? So that's just looking more and sort of less focused, unless the background almost focuses in the exact same. I'll leave autofocus on because that just seems to work better in my opinion. Border, does this do anything? Oh, it just puts a little border on the thing. So there's not much point to that. Not really any point having it on, not really any point having it off. Doesn't make a difference really, does it? Right, I'll turn the border off because we don't really need it for now. Doesn't that look alright? Black border? Yeah, I suppose it doesn't really need a border, does it? It's just playing about to see what you can do with it. Okay, is there any more settings I haven't looked at yet? I wish I knew how to use the Chroma key a bit more. Because see, if I put the Chroma key back on, is there a way I can actually make use of that? Because it would make sense, wouldn't it, if you could then put an image onto the Chroma key, so that's what would show up. Does that come up no source selected? Yeah, okay. Maybe I have to select the sources in another thing and then put them in. But right, anyway, I'll put this back onto regular mode rather than the weird. Let's just have a play about with the filters again. So what were the best ones? Probably even negative, I guess. That looks pretty interesting, doesn't it? Or that weird one. I think this is probably my favourite of all of them. Just because it kind of looks like you're see-through like a ghost. Not that I'd actually want to do a stream like this unless it was just one where I put a gas mask on. But yeah, this is probably the most interesting, I guess, of all the filters. So that's just black and white essentially, isn't it? Is that the same as having no filter on? Yes, this is the same as no filter. This is overly exposed, black and white, sepia or like old film. That's the interesting one. That's negative. Notice when you've got the negative on, you can see where there's like little bits of like marks on my face. They actually show up better when you've got negative. That's the weird inflated thing in the middle of the screen. Yeah, so I know what that one does now. I think this is just like sepia or like sort of overly yellow looking footage. This is like the old nighttime, you know, day for night kind of footage, isn't it? Right, we'll turn the filters off then, it's just interesting. Right, that will probably do it for this stream then. Obviously, I'll be streaming Monday, and then hopefully this will all be set up and we can have a stream in much better quality than normal. Oh yeah, I'll just do that quickly, Mike, so you can just see what it's like. Then I'll stop. Right, filter. It's this one, isn't it? Yeehaw! Yeah, that's... guess what that one's for. Yeah, I might do on the next one and mess about a bit more. Right, anyway. That will be it for this stream. I think these are the settings I'll probably keep for when I next do a stream with the webcam. Because I at least know what most of the options do for it now and how to start and stop it. Anyway, so Weapon Collector's got a stream at 9 o'clock, I believe, tonight. So if any of you want to watch that, it'd be good to have you in on that one. So yeah, thanks for having a watch, and see ya.